Hi friends, welcome back to Simply Our Home. Today is actually Sunday for us, and we just ate our breakfast and are sitting down here in our family room. And really we don't have much plans for today, but I thought I'd bring you along for day 3 of Vlogmas. Now, I know I mentioned we do 12 days of Christmas, but with editing and just, I don't think we're that entertaining and we don't have that many things planned. We may not be doing every day. So be sure to have your notifications on if you're interested in catching every video. And if you're new here, my name is Amy. I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you go. But I'm just gonna go ahead, finish my coffee, watch our sermon online, and I can also link that down in the description box so that you can watch it along with us. And then we'll just go ahead and get our Sunday started. I typically like to start my day by journaling and also checking the calendar and putting any new information in. I picked up a few new things from the Mehr and Martha company, so I'll show you those. And so I'm just getting everything written in and also starting my day by reading the daily Bible verse. I think that helps you to start on a positive note and get your day started the right way. These are the few little things that I got from the Mehr and Martha line. I actually got these through my sister-in-law. She had a party, and I really thought they were really nice. This one is just a planner, so it has your calendar, and then it also has some inspirational things, but I love that. It says, "He fills my life with good things," and that's Psalm 103:5. Then I also picked this book up, and it is 100 Days of Joy and Strength, and it's a devotional journal. So I thought I'd start that this morning. So I'm just going to get that done, and then I just want to read what today's Bible verse is. "You must be ready because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him." And that's Luke 12:40. So after the sermon was over, I thought I would come up and go ahead and straighten up my room, put up my journaling things, have them ready for tomorrow. And even though we're not going anywhere, I always like to go ahead and get ready. If I don't get my shower and put on makeup, I seem to not get anything done. So I'm going to go ahead, get in the shower, and then I thought I would share with you a makeup tutorial. So don't click off just yet. I think this will be a fun one that you can do for any Christmas holiday get-together, or even just to feel festive around your home.
You can feel it in the air that every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, "Merry Christmas to you."
Okay, so for this makeup tutorial, I didn't want to bore you with all the foundation, blushes, and eyebrows and stuff like that, but I really wanted to stick to a makeup look for your eyes. So I thought I would share with you maybe a festive holiday style that you could use for either a Christmas party or even, like I said, staying in at home and just, you know, making yourself feel pretty. So what I'm going to do is just show you some of the things that I use just real quick, and then we'll get straight into the eyes. So for foundation, I like to use this. It's the Kick-Ass All Day Wear Foundation from Soap and Glory. I don't like that name, and I'm actually a shade 2. So that is what I use for foundation. And then for my concealer, I use first this NYX Matte Finishing Spray. I just quickly spray that on my fingers and then lightly dab under my eyes. Then I will apply my concealer. And now my concealer is in a Shape Tape bottle, but I actually added another concealer to it and I cannot remember. So when this is out, I'm gonna have to try to come up with another concoction because this works really good. The Shape Tape often would settle into my lines, but with that finishing spray underneath, it worked fantastic. So give that a try and let me know in the comments if it works for you. So after the face, I did want to mention though, before you put any of your products on, make sure to add a good moisturizer that has an SPF. So the one I use is Neutrogena Healthy Defense, and it's 50 SPF. And I typically want to use about a half a teaspoon of that on your face, even in the winter. So that goes on, of course, before all your makeup. For bronzer, I actually use this palette, and I'm actually have this one in a small one. As you see here, I'm running really low on this pan, but that's what I use for my bronzer. And then for cheeks, I typically use the Tarte, and it's the Captivating Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. And with that, I love to use a tapered brush like this. It really puts on your blush really nice. You go ahead and set my under eye. And so typically I will use the LA Girl Pro Powder. And I like to use this brush. And so I just basically tap it off, most of it, and then I'm just going to lightly put it under my eyes and in any areas that maybe I'm shiny. Now I really have dry skin, so I typically want to go really light with my finishing powder or setting powder. So again, that is what I use. So for today, for my lips, before we go any further, I did use MAC Mehr, M-E-H-R, and that is what I have on my lips. All right, so let's start with the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette we'll be using is the Sultry from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So glammy. But for today, I thought I would do this color, which is Twig, in my crease. Then I thought I would do Dystopian for the outer corner. Then I thought to use Bloom. I really love to use this color. It really makes your eyelid pop. And then for the actual eyeshadow on the lid, I think I'm going to use something glittery to make it look nice and festive. So let's go ahead and get started with our crease color. And with that, I like to use a big fluffy brush like this. And so again, I'm just going to pick up some Twig. And then I'm going to start here, blending over. And if you try, you need to go a little above your crease instead of right in the crease, or you're just going to hide the color altogether. And then I like to pull it down into the corner of the outer, and then working that in little circles, like so. Now we're going to use a smaller brush, like this one, and we're going to go ahead and dip into that Dystopian. And with it, you're going to place it right in the corner and drag down at an angle. And that's going to give your eye a lot of definition. So I like to keep that dark color just right there and then pull it over just slightly. Now, if you ever get too much, you can always return back to your original crease color on that brush and then just buff it out. And then we'll take a flat brush like that, and we're going to dip into Fresh, and we're going to just hit right underneath of the brow, and that's going to highlight it. So again, highlighting is going to bring it out, and then a dark color is going to recede. And so I'm going to also put this here on my lid and in the corner, like that. And I'll go ahead and do the other eye off camera so you don't have to keep seeing it double. Then I'm going to pick up another fluffy brush. It's a little bit smaller than the first one. If you can tell, this one's a lot thicker, so that's really great for your crease. This one, I'm going to pick up that really nice Bloom color, And we're gonna just put it right in this area. And that pop of that pink is going to just really brighten your eye. Do you see what it does? I love that. And then to glam it all up, we're going to go into the sideboard with your finger. Get enough in there, and then you start at the inner corner, and then you just work your way towards the center of your eye, but then you're going to take your opposite finger and then just basically blend those colors together. Now you can go back in and add more color if you think that you need it. So for me, I think I want a little bit more bloom just to really make it more festive for Christmas. And I think that looks really nice. And then to really make your eye pop, I use this Infallible. It is Never Fail eyeliner, but you can use this is L'Oreal, in your bottom lid right here, but don't do the whole lid. I like to just do where the colored part is, and it just brightens your eye so very much, and your eyes will just pop. So next is to add your eyeliner. I'm using the Infallible Super Slim for my upper lid and then also a wing. So I'm just going to go very slowly and kind of do dotted lines. And then when I get almost to the outer corner, I'm going to rotate my arm upward, and then again pull upward like that. Then you're going to go back, not to the center, but just about there, and pull over. And if you want it to be more dramatic, you can really thicken that line up. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put some mascara on. The mascara I'll be using is L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And with it, I love this wand, but basically I tilt my head up. I'm gonna put the wand at the base of my eyelashes and then just wiggle up, making sure to cover each and every one. And then I'll just add a small amount on my lower lid. I don't usually put any shadow. I don't want any fallout and to darken my eyes. Now, there, I just made a mistake. So basically what you do is you let that dry, and then you'll come back in with a Q-tip once it's dry, and that'll just wipe right off. So there's the look there. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the other eye, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, well I'm all finished with my other eye, and I hope that I've created something that you'll want to reduplicate for a festive Christmas look. Now you can use your own different makeup palette to get this look, or remember it's the sultry Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I used to get this look. So for the rest of the day, we're just staying in. It's kind of a rainy, dreary day, but Elena does have to run up to the high school, and they're recording their performance. Normally for Christmas, one of our favorite things to do was to go to the Festival of Sound, and that's where all the musical department got together and put on a wonderful performance. But unfortunately this year, with all the restrictions, they have to limit the amount of kids and do social distancing, and then they're going to record it. So with that being said, she has to get dressed up and go up to be recorded. And so I'll take you along with us, and you can see the drive up to the high school. And I'm just really disappointed that we can't enjoy that this year. It was one of our favorite things to do for Christmas. Caleb, he was in it for 4 years, and now Elena as a freshman was starting. But unfortunately, we all have to deal with the changes that are going on in the world. And if you hear that dinging, that's Nyla. We actually put a bell up. I'll insert some footage here as when Scott actually put the bell next to the front door. And what she'll do is she'll take her paw and paw at it, or even her nose. And sometimes she'll just sit there and ding it, not even wanting to go outside. So sometimes you have to let it go for a little bit. But that dinging in the background is Nyla. So I'll have to get off here, run down, let her out, and then I'll take you along with us as we drive up to the high school. And then for tonight, I thought we would share with you a Insta Pot recipe. So be sure to stick around to the end and get a good idea for dinner tonight.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Now we're on to dinner, and we're getting a little bit of a late start because Elena got out of her performance a little bit later than we expected, so Insta Pot to the rescue. Now I have to be honest, I'm not the cook in the house. I think that Scott enjoys it much more. I have a few select recipes that I like to do, but I think he likes to try out different things. But tonight we're getting started on the Insta Pot pork chops with gravy. I hope that you'll enjoy it.
Shining in the east, beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Born is the King, born is the King of Israel.
So what you do is you're going to turn the Insta Pot off and add the pork chops along with ranch dressing mix, a brown gravy mix, cream of chicken, and then the remaining beef broth.
We put the pork chops back in. We put the pressure cooker on its normal setting, which would be high. And you put it on, you let it pressure cook for 8 minutes. And then you let it naturally release for 10 minutes.
So dinner is finished, and this is what it looks like. The pork chops turned out really good. We added a baked potato, baked beans, and a salad. It was super yummy. You'll have to give it a try. Well, friends, I'm going to go ahead and end today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed day 3 of Vlogmas. If you did enjoy today's video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments if you are enjoying these day in the life type videos. Coming up later in the week, I'll be sharing with you a fun trip and a tour of the beautiful place we are staying for our anniversary. Again, I want to remind you to have your notification bell on so you won't miss out. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I'll see you tomorrow, friends. Bye!